We are so close to the upcoming volatility in the altcoin market. And you can also expect a parabolic move in the altcoins as BTC tumbles to the downside. As I showed you a week back and then reassured you recently, BTC was forming a bearish pattern, a head and shoulder. Now, as you can see, it went down and took the market with it. Now look at the market, you will understand the current situation. Okay, now that the price is correcting, what should you do? You should be able to rebalance your portfolio according to the anticipated price move for the long run, so that you maximize your bets on the expected high movers. As BTC market goes down, keep an eye on this. If BTC dominance slowly moves down, altcoins will start moving parabolic, and you definitely don't want to miss those gains. If BTC price breaches below 30k, it's going to be hard for BTC maxis and the momentum to the downside will increase. So just align your portfolio, your money, to work properly. Altcoin market would be going 1000% once it breaches the all-time highs. But remember, when altcoin moved 70%, XRP moved to 20%. So that means each and every coin will not be moving similar to the entire market movement in altcoin. Some will move even less than the average. Some will move even higher, right? So you should be on the right one to get the maximum profits. As I showed you here in the monthly crypto digest, you actually saw which coin is anticipated to have the maximum gain. Say some asset A was going towards 250,000% from here, and asset B, which most anticipate will go higher, would be only having a target of 1000%. So that's how you understand what you have to do. So you look at the general market, this is the market trend. Now you can look at your portfolio, reassess which assets you have and what you really want to have. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. When I highlighted this to you guys back, BTC headed for a correction, it did happen after a day or two. Then look at here, I again highlighted the same, and it's happening right now. It's happening from last 2-3 days. But do understand one thing, naysayers will always be there. They'll say, no, this is not happening. But that's how you make money. There should be naysayers who think the opposite way, because in the market, you make money when someone else loses it. So if you are losing money, understand someone else is gaining on you. Why? Because you are not doing things properly. You should be educated. You should anticipate your price moves. You should look at your portfolio and you should be alert. If you don't know patterns, trends, and time series analysis, it's going to be difficult to beat this market. There are right now around 580 members in the Patreon, and they are reaping the benefits. Why? Because they always look at the charts. They get updated charts regularly, so they know what's happening in the market. Now, when BTC is going down like that, in the fundamental side, you get news like this. Say one actually shows the double spend which happened is not actually a double spend. So, they are kind of confusing the common individual. Now, why are they confusing the common individual? I'll go through that. But before that, look at this. If David Schwartz definitely think that he observed a double spend, if it is a joke or not, he is highlighting that, right? A $22 Bitcoin double spend has been observed in the wild. Now, let it be $1, still it's a double spend. It's happening in that network. Now, when you go to the next one, you get the picture. Why do the institutions, put out, say, Bucked or any other different institution who has a lot of institutional clients, who put millions or billions into that fund, They will put this marketing saying Bitcoin is going to 1 million this cycle to get more and more institutions coming in for them as customers. Do you understand? They are here to make money. So do you, right? You want to make money. So listen carefully and then decide. If you are able to anticipate these type of moves, you can look at general stuff. Say this is XRP BTC. Do you understand? XRP is going slowly up with BTC pair when BTC is going down. Now look at the RSI, MACD, everything is supportive. But we have to break this resistance level. And once we do that, we should gain momentum in XRP BTC pair. Now, when that's happening in XRP BTC pair, you should also be looking at XRP USD pair. It's holding on to its support, that rising trend line. Now, what you have to understand here is that, the general altcoin market has a lot to move to the upside. Considering, say, 50 to 70% move in the altcoin market gave 220% for XRP, then if that's 1,000% going to happen, it's going to be parabolic. Now, do you actually want to miss that exponential move? No, majority don't actually want to. So when we are going to the downside with a lot of different coins, XRP is still holding. Now, yes, if you look at last 24 hours, you can see 4% to the downside, but the scenario or the viewpoint should be like, say, the last 7 days, it's still minus 5%. So when you see Bitcoin 18% down in a week, go back a week, look at the old video which I posted. Then think, are the naysayers putting the misinformation or it's the SI? Because I see a lot of guys coming in the comment and saying, the information which you put is confusing. Some don't understand. Now, if you are a newbie in the market and you want to learn these stuff to maximize your profit, that's why you have Patreon. The link is in the description if you want. If you have 10, 20 assets in your portfolio and you're confused of which asset will give you the maximum gains and how to rebalance your portfolio, you always have an option. So if you are a naysayer, that's cool for those who are not. Why? Because you make money from those who say, no, this is not an opportunity. They will hold on and they will have their losses. Now that's unfortunate, but the market works like that. Money is moved from one wallet to another, one address to another. You make money, someone else lose. Someone else make money, sometimes you lose money. So understand there is give and take in the world. You only have to decide on which side you have to be. And to be on the clear side, you need the right perspective and technicals. Look at this. This is XRP USD on a daily. The trend line support is still valid. It's still holding. We've been saying this for a long time. Look back from last March, you will understand what I was saying. Especially if you're looking at August to November, we were saying this thing here. The price was going to the downside. It was at the downside. And I was saying this is a dip you can buy to make maximum profit. And those who did take profits when they were in my Patreon at 0.75 because the call was on point. Now, yes, the SEC came down, put water. We came back way below this. Now, if you are looking at this, the Corona market crash and just the SEC guys have pushed us below this trend line. Now, even if you are looking at long-term trend, it's the same story. So unexpected events in the market 2 times were the only areas where we got price of XRP below the trend line support in medium to long run and long run. So now we are looking at that. You're seeing that the price is holding strong, but you always have to look at the price action in a way that you understand it. So the bottom, when the price moves down, is here, 0.26, say. But previously, you wicked here on a daily, once at 0.267 and then at 0.261. So these should act as a support on a daily. Now, if you go into forever, you'll understand that. Now, we are moving into a longer perspective, which would be showing you that on a weekly, the RSI is still below this. The RSI broke below, came back, retested that, and is going to the downside, meaning the RSI is rejected. That's actually a negative sign. But as long as you hold the 50-day moving average and the trend line support on a weekly, that's bullish. But the MACD and RSI, which are the indicators which we mostly listen to, are showing you negative thoughts. So if that breaks, always understand your recent low was here. That's the first one. And then the second low would be here. Now, these are the worst cases. Now, why I don't think this has a huge probability? Because the XRP BTC pair shows you that it's going to go up and BTC itself is reducing. Say this is BTC dominance and you can see it way lower, 58% from all the way near to 68. So that's like 10% drop in BTC dominance instantly in a day, right? Then it came back, closed there. So for me as a technical analyst, when I look at this, with my experience, what I see is, okay, that means there is a lot of guys who are trying to sell this asset. But at the same time, there was a lot of different guys buying this asset. Now, do understand you are selling, pushing the price low, institutions were thinking and buying low. But if you go into a market cycle and look at this, you will understand market cycle for XRP is at the bottom. Okay, cool. The same for BTC is at the top. So if you want to buy, you buy at the lows. Now, it's not only XRP. Previously, yes, before these market condition and SEC came in, we were always thinking XRP would be the maximum ROI asset in this market cycle. But right now, when I went through a lot of different assets for this monthly crypto digest, I understood XRP will give you sufficient profit. That won't be small, it's still huge. But there are other assets which will give you 10 times more than that. That doesn't mean you are going to lose. That only means the ROI which you expect would be less compared to the actual movement in the best runners of the market. But do understand, are you here for 10, 100x? And if you're getting that, that's huge. If you're making 300, 500x, that's huge. And if you get 1000 to 3000x, that's, like a dream. So you have to be on the right coins with the right portfolio percentages. If you are trading that market, you should be understanding that too. The majority actually got stuck with BTC. Now, those who are stuck and those who see this and realize, okay, there is something a little bit of negative in the news and the price is moving down. The price was actually already showing you a bearish momentum. The pattern was showing or suggesting you that it's going to go down towards 27, 26 for BTC. Then you get news like this saying, no, that was not a double spend. You can't even consider that as a double spend. For me, even if it is $1, it's still double spend is a double spend. Let it be $1 or not. Now, technical guys will come out and show you different perspective and you'll have to listen to them. But right now, it's not only about the fundamentals. Technically, it's getting that bearish pattern. And if it breaks the current support level, which I showed you, it's going to go way lower. And that could shake out a lot of guys. Decide whether you need to be one of them or you need to be in a coin which doesn't get affected much. And then when BTC slows down, the dust settles, which coin pumps, you have to be there. If you are not, you are reducing your return on investment. Remember, you waited for this for last 3 years. And when eventually this market reached the bull market, do you want to really miss it? And then hold on to that asset for next 3 years in the bear market? Once the bull market is over, so we anticipate it should be in 10 to 15 months. Okay, cool, ready. But what if you misjudge this one? Another 3 years of bear market. So if you are good with that, that's okay. But always understand institution the news put out mainly would be trying to show you a different perspective than what they are doing to make more and more money. So you will be shaken so that they will make profit. Now, this are fundamental news which could be changing the entire stance. Now, understand, when the BTC slows down, hits a bottom, kind of consolidates and start to move up, before that, alts should get that parabolic move. And when BTC continues to the upside, alts will slow down a little bit, but I personally think alt will still rally from that point. It will still continue higher. Why? Because BTC would be going back towards the recent high, that's it. Whereas alts would be making new all-time highs, new all-time highs, new all-time highs, and the market would react to it. Because many were anticipating this for different assets. Say Ether already hit that range. So from here, you can see the ceiling. Not 2 million, not 200,000. It's lower than that. You can look at going towards say 100 to 300%. But are you here just to make 1 to 3x of your money? Or are you here to make 50 to 100x of what you're putting in? If you can make 300, 500 in different assets, cool, that's good for you. That's why we share that crypto digest, right? So when we actually look at the fundamentals, we kind of understand anyway we are going towards the CBDCs. And when crypto market cycle is booming and these initiatives are going to come and end, when CBDCs are being rolled out, you have to look at the liquidity in each market. Yes, XRP liquidity is being reduced as institutions or exchanges are delisting this asset. But once we have the regulatory clarity, which we anticipate to happen in the month of February 2022, let's see how the market reacts. But by that time, if the market is moving up technically, you should not be missing that one. Now, look at this. We had something bad, but right now, as Cryptic Poet highlights, this is getting interesting. Regulatory freeze pending review. So, Biden administration is halting FinCEN's proposed crypto wallet reporting rules. So, if you have a ledger, if you have your own, now you can relax. Dictator shows this one. Introduction of crypto bills are increasing. Now, this is about banks to custody crypto. This has to be happening around the globe in this year. As Brad highlighted, banks already showed their interest for becoming the custodian of this asset class. So never misjudge this one. It's really going to happen. So you don't really want to miss what's happening. And along with that, this kind of a supportive news for the XRP market. Biden is signaling the way forward, right? As we just showed you here that it's happening. Biden to name former Ripple advisor as OCC head. Now, if that happens, there are more regulations which are going to come out soon for banks and financial institutions, which will make it easy for them. As Brian Brooks exited, he did a lot of cool job there. He did create that regulatory clarity little by little. Now, if this also happens, it's going to be huge. Stay tight with your portfolio. Never be shaken so that you lose money and someone else make more money. Guys, I definitely believe you received value for your time, and if you did, you can hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done that already. If you'd like to get more updates on these assets or any different asset in your portfolio, you can hit me up in the Patreon. The link is given in the description. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.